Hey beautiful people, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. So for those of you who asked me about the video to Belgium, here is the video and I hope you get something from it. Please, if you are looking to migrate to Belgium, watch this video to the end, maybe now or later in the future. And again, I will encourage you to watch to the end so that you don't come back to ask questions that I already mentioned the things in the video. And it will also be of help if you can share the video so that somebody somewhere can benefit from this. So today, the relocation journey is to Belgium. Let's take a look at Belgium if you want to migrate as an international student. These are some of the things you need to know. First of all, remember I always talk only about schools because this is the easiest pathway to use to migrate abroad. And now, when is the application period for universities in Belgium? I will talk about the period. I will talk about some universities in Belgium you need to put into consideration. I will talk about some general things you need to know. Then I will talk about tuition fee. I will touch documentations that you need to apply to Belgium. I will touch a little bit about steps and visa processing. For now, let's take a look at the deadline. Most schools in Belgium usually start or open their portals around December, some January, February, March. And if you want to study in Belgium, make sure by April you should have applied. Before we proceed, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Thank you so much for joining. If you need a one-on-one consultation with me, if you don't understand anything, if you have some money, you are not sure of where to go, you don't know if the money is enough, please reach out to me, book a call, then I will call you and guide you or direct you on where to go. Because like I said in my posts or on many of my posts on Facebook, not everybody can go to Canada now, not everybody can go to USA now, not everybody can go to Australia now, because first of all, we are just trying to survive, most of us, and many people do not have huge amounts of money. Remember, you cannot be saying you want to go to US with 4 million and when you are the only sponsor of yourself, you have no other person. So you have to be very strategic when planning your study abroad journey. We have talked about application periods to study in Belgium. I have my jotter here, and now let's talk about the documentation. What documents do you need in order to apply for these schools in Belgium? You need, if you are going for bachelor's, master's or PhD, first let's begin with bachelor students. If you want to study a bachelor's program in Belgium, then you have to use your high school certificate. You also need your WAEC certificate. Nigerians, please, not NECO, WAEC. All right, most schools in let me say in Belgium are not accepting NECO, same way as NAPTEC. So you have to put this into consideration. In addition to those documents, you equally need your transcripts for the secondary schools, or if you are not Nigerian or if you do not come from Cameroon, just your high school certificate and the transcripts from secondary schools are very important. Cameroonians, remember you need O levels and A levels alongside your transcripts. These are the documents you need. Then for other nationalities, like I said, you need what is called your high school documents. Then you also need a copy of your international passport. Someone was telling me that you do not need passport at the initial stage. Please do not risk this when you're applying for schools abroad. In fact, before starting the process, go get an international passport. For Cameroonians, it is now pretty easy to get these documents because it doesn't take time as long as you've given them your biometrics. Then if you are going for master's degrees, documents I just listed now, you need to add your bachelor's transcript. You need to add your degree certificate or attestation if you haven't gotten the certificate yet. Then in addition to this, for everybody, you need IELTS, a band score of 6.5. Total band score is enough. I would say IELTS is the crucial document you need if you really want to enter into Belgium. It's so important. Many people will not tell you this. Yeah, it's possible that some people will get admissions without the IELTS exam, but again, if you have the certificate or if you think that you have the financial capabilities to go for the test, take it. It's very important and it can easily make you to enter Belgium. Now, with these are the documents you need. If there is any other document, that should be motivation letter or maybe reference letters, but these ones are usually the minor things. Now, which universities do we have in Belgium that you can consider? I'm just going to give you a few in any order. I'm talking about universities. Remember, in Belgium, we have universities, and also in that same Belgium, we have Hock schools. Hock schools are like colleges, but I would advise you to go for university. However, if you have something like an HND or maybe third class, please try to choose Hock schools, because most universities in Belgium will not accept third class and maybe HND for masters. Okay, now universities in Belgium you should take a look at include one, University of Namur. All right, that is the first one. Then you also have Catholic University of Leuven, in English Catholic University of Leuven. You also have UC Leuven Limburg. Okay, that is another school. Then you equally have Hasselt University. Currently, as I speak, I have 2 followers on this page that have gotten admissions at Hasselt University, and I pray that they get the visa. Then you have VG Université Brussels, that's VG University of Brussels, University of Liège. These are just some few schools you should put into consideration. Then you have University of Antwerp, and then you have Ghent University. Now, the Ghent University, I think this should be one of the cheapest schools I know in Belgium. But remember that if you have anything below a second class upper, you might not go into Ghent University. Yes, second class lowers, third class past degree, you cannot enter Ghent University, like I explained to you before. So you need to put all of this into consideration, because you may have issues getting appointments, not appointments but admissions in Belgium. Now, among these universities, let's take a look at the tuition. How much are you going to be charged as an international student to pay? Well, when it comes to Belgium, a part of Ghent, I know Ghent is around 900 euros per semester. Is it per year, per semester? But looking generally at the universities in Belgium, they charge from 1,000 to like 18,000 euros. Some 7,000 euros, some 4,000 euros, but in average, like a majority of them, 50% of schools in Belgium will charge you between 1,000 to 4,000 euros. Okay, and this money you would have to pay after you arrive Belgium. 80% of Belgian universities will ask for your deposit or your money only when you are in Belgium. Now, remember I said 80%, so your emphasis should be on 80%. However, some will still ask you to make deposits or payment before you start your visa process. So it just depends on your university. Okay, please put this into consideration. Then the next step now is a step-by-step process. How do you get there? You do search for the schools. When you search for the schools, all right, this is a step-by-step now. When you search for the schools and you find the school, you check if you have a program there to study. You check the required documents. I mentioned them already here. So once you have seen the required documents, of course, do not forget that most schools in Belgium will ask you to legalize your documents. Some will not ask you at the initial stage. They will rather give you a conditional admissions, then tell you to go legalize before you can get a final admissions, and some will just give you the admissions and tell you to legalize to apply for visa. However, at the end of the day, you must legalize your documents to apply for visa to Belgium. Now, legalization, I have spoken about this many times on this YouTube channel. You start from the ministries, your school, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then Belgian Embassy through the third party called Tearless Contact. Please, if you need videos on legalization, check this YouTube channel. Always check my channel very well. You are going to find those videos. I will not go detailedly into that. Then after that, maybe before admissions or after admissions, you can now apply for your visa to Belgium. Okay, we have talked about a lot of things here. Now, let me also tell you that as an international student, you cannot immigrate to Belgium with your family, and most of these schools will ask you for 1k or maybe 2k euros as deposit for those that will not allow you to enter into Belgium before you start paying. Some don't collect anything, like I said, and 80% will not allow, will be like you will just enter Belgium first before you start making your payments. Okay, so these are some of the things that you should put into consideration. And remember, during visa visa application, there is an interview. The Belgian embassy want to test your knowledge of reading and also writing. So there is an interview. And for how long does the visa take to be out? It depends. So that's why I always encourage people that applying early is going to help them a lot, because if you do not apply early, somebody can apply today and get it after 2 weeks, and you will apply with your friends and get yours after 3 months. But in general, always give like 3 months, then you apply for your visa. I have people who've gotten admissions, they are already looking for ways to apply right now. They are not wasting time. So please put all of this into consideration. Also remember that when you get to Belgium as an international student, you work 20 hours a week. Okay, this is what the government knows. But for you, you are equally going to work 20 hours a week. But I want to tell you that if you are moving to Belgium, you should understand that you need to get a job. All right, jobs don't wait for people. You go look for jobs. However, if a Belgian is using 50% of his time to find jobs, then you as an international, you need to do more. Get 100% to find jobs, okay? Because it's not going to be easy. And remember, when you study a master's in Belgium, you'll be given 1 year postgraduate, which is PGWP, postgraduate work permit, to look for a job. And in this case, you'll be looking for the job now. You'll be searching for an employer that can give you a work permit, all right, a work permit that will allow you stay in the country and work. Then after that, you can begin to push towards your PR. Only PhD students can migrate to Belgium with their spouse or family, because PhD in Belgium is paid. The company or the school will be paying you. This is something you need to know, and it lasts for like 5 years. So please put all of this into consideration. And another advice I want to give to you is, when you are trying to move to Belgium, make sure you learn 1 or 2 languages in addition to your English. Most Belgian people they speak English, by the way, but they may not want to communicate entirely in English. And for your own sake, remember, you need to get a 1 year postgraduate to let me say integrate properly and get a job. So in this case, if you do not learn the German or maybe French or Dutch, which is Flemish, it may be difficult for you to integrate. So learning them is a very big advantage for you. Put this into consideration. However, for proof of funds, you have to use a blocked account. Yeah, there are possibilities where you can use your bank statement back home. You can use a friend over there. But for me, I will advise you, go straight and use a blocked account, because only with a blocked account, which is like 11,000 euros, it is guaranteed, somehow guaranteed. They might know, because you are creating the account in Belgium, all right? Then you put the money inside, and of course now they will be giving you the money monthly, not completely like in bulk. When you arrive, they will be giving you monthly. So these are some of the things you should put into consideration when you are trying to immigrate to this place. I believe this is enough to help you. For the other things like visa documents, visa application, how to get medicals, insurance, and the rest, I will bring them in another video later, but you can always check this. All right, remember, TLS Contact is the middleman between you and the Belgian embassy, and a whole lot of details on their website. You can check all of that. Till we meet again.